The Oneill twins, Mahanga Māori, who happen to be two of Aotearoa's most famous hip-hop dancers, have their sights set on a new dream.
We want to hit the charts all over New Zealand, or maybe America or anywhere else. 100,000 likes and views and more.
They want to make it in the music industry as singers.
They're probably two of the most talented people I've ever met.
This time on Sisters, the twins make a huge life decision.
Is it kind of taking a step back? It's a bit bittersweet for us.
It's launch day for the twins' first single, Boss Ass Chick.
This is like the biggest thing we've ever done for us.
So, Boss Ass Chick.
Boss as, not us. As.
Tō rāua hoa piripono, Stan Walker delivers some home truths about the music industry.
It's a gamble, this industry, on how successful you're going to be. Nobody can ever truly know.
And Brooke struggles in the studio.
It's almost starting to sound robotic.
Because you need a break and you need to just think, yeah.
I don't want to think about it.
What do you mean?
Hip-hop dance twins Stas and Brooke Oneill are living the dream. E whai ana rawa I te iti kahurangi, starting with the transition from dancers to recording artists. They've recorded their first single, filmed their first music video, and now have a contract with Sony New Zealand. He rā motu hake kai te haere. Today is the release of their debut single.
We're here in New Zealand releasing Boss Ass Chick, which is our first official music video, which is really exciting. We've got Sony to help support it because we're with Sony now, yay! So we're really excited about it. This is like the biggest thing we've ever done for us.
The twins are about to launch into a massive 2 days of publicity. Kiwiwi Kiwawa, appearances on live TV and radio. And it'll be Judgment Day for Boss Ass Chick. How will their fans respond to them as singers? Will the public like their track?
So
It's like evolving, right?
You just got to do what you love and believe in, and people will eventually click onto what you're trying to do.
The girls' vocal coach, Vina, knows audiences can be cruel if they sense weakness. Kare he aroha.
I know you guys get sensitive now because they're going to be probably targeting your singing, and
Yeah.
I know that for a fact because I know that you guys are like confident, hard out with your dancing. Like you question it when people like hate on you and everything because you're not confident enough.
Yeah.
Like where your confidence is for dance. So that's what we got to work on.
Yeah, I don't. Some people do say, if you've got haters, you're doing something right.
Or as Vina puts it,
Make every insecurity your bitch.
the huge advantage in being signed by Sony is the publicity they can generate.
Pretty sure it's something like 7 different people we get to see, different interviews.
TV and radio.
I'm nervous about the crinkles in my makeup. It's a long day, And if there's any crinkles in my makeup, you'll see it on TV. Oh my gosh!
It's really just interviews, no performances, eh?
Yeah, which is, I guess, a little bit less pressure because we just get to have fun and,
Talk about everything.
First stop, Breakfast TV.
Stas. This is Bella, who will take you downstairs and show you around.
Broadcast live across Aotearoa, there's no room for error. But before they can get out in front of the cameras, there's a small problem. 100 problems
Don't shake.
that could cause audio issues.
Look at these. Bangles and I bring all of them. But they... Oh Lord, you're gonna stand still.
Standing still is the one thing the twins never do.
Dubbed the Oneill twins, the pair have just released their new single, Boss Ass Chick. And the question is, what makes them so boss? Well, lots. Both join me now. Welcome.
Hi.
You've made made your name as dancers. You danced with J-Lo, didn't you? You were on the stage at American Idol.
Yeah.
You've done all that fantastic work with the Palace.
That kind of shocked me a bit because she looks like a lady that wouldn't know anything to do with dancing.
No offense, but like
No offense.
she looks like she'd rather
Very pop,
maybe
yeah.
not like
hip hop, like what we're into.
Tell us about this new one.
So Boss Says Chick is about empowering women. It's really about, powerful women stand strong.
Oh gosh, New Zealand has a lot of young talent, fantastic young talent, doesn't it?
He kai waiata rāwe nai nei, but the girls can't get away from people wanting them to dance.
wait with it.
What's it like being in the royal family?
Paris taught us how to perform with our face. You always used to rely on our body to do the performing, you know?
3, 2. Joined in the studio now by the Oneill twins. So, boss ass chick.
Boss as, not us. As. A-S.
Brooke's DIY bangle jacket is attracting attention, but in a good way.
Okay, so the fabric paint is from Spotlight.
Oh, that's
And
me.
the jacket's obviously from Op Shops. And then these are from the $2 shop in Spotlight.
And of course, their history in dance.
I'm super excited to have you here. You guys are working with some pretty amazing people as well, the likes of Jennifer Lopez.
Growing up to their music and then seeing them in real life, it's actually like they're human.
12 hours later, they get a chance to rest.
I feel tired, but like happy that we actually had a productive day and we got what we need to get done and it was fun. Yeah, we had fun today.
The twins check themselves out on the Powaka Whakata.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
So, gosh,
Oh, we interrupt each other like crazy.
We did. We had friends that were hip hop dancers and I was like, I want to do that.
I'm buzzing out. Like, I watched that on television and to see us on there is actually weird. You know how they say, oh, thank you for having us, and we both say, oh yeah, thank you for having us, kind of thing. Maybe we should kind of decide on who always says that.
Nah, or maybe we should just give it time and then say thank you when there's like a gap. Because when there's a gap, we never leave the gap. We'd always like...
Yeah, but then you don't want the gap to be too long in the beginning, you know what I mean? Like, thank you for having us. Quiet. I mean, thank you for, you know what I'm saying.
We need to practice not interrupting one another.
Oh, Stan.
Hey, what do you say?
Who wants us to be in this video?
Oh,
This
yo.
music video.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yo, I'm keen.
Finally.
The girls' publicity has already been noticed by their mates.
Stan, texted us and wants us to be a part of his next music video, which is cool because the bro is working on new music. It's really exciting. We've had a sneak peek of the stuff.
Whilst the girls are trying to break the image of being just backup dancers, he hoa piriponoa Stan.
I can't wait to hear the song. I know.
Hey.
That monkey. So we're really excited to be a part of that. And he's the bro. To be a part of his stuff it's a big blessing for us.
I wanna be, I know I'm gonna be, I know I'm gonna be, I wanna be, I know I'm gonna be, I know I'm gonna be, I wanna be, I know I'm gonna be.
The next morning, the mahanga get a chance to catch up with Stan, kanohi ki te kanohi, but he's finding it hard to focus.
I just playing Pokemon. I haven't got these ones. How's it been now?
Good, how are you?
Sorry, I'm just distracted.
Stan has been there for the twins from the beginning, ever since they met on Kiwi dance kiriata Born to Dance.
And they kind of gravitated to me because I'm kind of amazing. No, first thing I noticed about them is that they were really professional.
It was straight after Born to Dance finished and he wanted us to back up dance for him. We got to know him. We hadn't have met Māori people in the industry, like many of them. So it's like, okay, we're meeting another Māori who's very successful, amazing and incredible and so proud of his heritage as well and his culture. So he ain't ashamed of anything. So it was nice having that connection and that relationship. Like, oh my gosh, we're Māori too. We can relate to that.
I thought they were Mexican when I first met them. I was like, oh, where are you girls from? Where you from in the world? And they're like, we're from here. Oh, are you from here? And I thought they were Mexican and they're like, no, we're Māori. So there's a Zubat. I don't even like Zubats, they're stupid. Oh, got him. Pokemon will help you in your career, okay? Gotta catch 'em all. You don't want to be on Facebook.
Oh, he's straight a good.
Okay, I need to get off this game.
Once they tear him away from Pokemon,
Oh, thank you.
they can finally talk business.
How are you guys going with your singing?
I think we need to focus on our delivery of our voice, our vocals.
Yeah.
Because the production's amazing. We know what we want, but it doesn't come out all the time the way we want.
You gotta learn to like sing in any kind of environment, any day. Doesn't matter what you're going through. Physical, emotional, mental, doesn't matter, you know, people don't care what you're going through.
Yeah.
They're two of the most talented people I've ever met. They're crazy dancers, and like now they're performing, like they're artists, they're singers.
Stan first saw the pitomata, the potential in the twins, when they sung at a Born to Dance rehearsal.
They sung one of my songs for me, but the crack-up thing was they couldn't look at me, so they turned around and faced the wall, and they're like, "Don't look at us," and they sung Aotearoa, and it was just crack-up, but like they had like these, you know, these voices. There was voices in there, and I was like, "Far man, we could do something with that," and yeah, they've just become these little beasts.
We can ask a question whenever we want, whenever we feel like. We just call him up and like, bro, what do you think of this? I don't know how this works or anything like that. He'll just know exactly what to say because he's so experienced with it.
He tokia Stan, he knows all about what they'll be dealing with now Boss As Chick has launched.
But I try not to let the good and the bad stuff get to me, because the good stuff blows your head up, you think you're the man, and then the bad stuff kind of brings you down.
Tāria te wā, in a few weeks' time, the twins will know if all the publicity has paid off. Will Boss As Chick be the hit they want?
It's a gamble, this industry, on how successful you're going to be. Nobody can ever truly know.
Wiki kua pahure. It's 2 weeks since Boss As Chick was released and the mahanga are back in Sydney. Sales for the track are steady but not as good as they hoped. He ahua pai noiho. It hasn't reached the New Zealand charts. More people have watched the video than downloaded the single.
It was really new for people.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh,
Like what to expect.
For New Zealand, I would have loved for it to hit top 5 at least.
Yeah.
In New Zealand. But it didn't happen. Didn't happen. So, but yeah, that would have been my biggest, what I would have wanted to happen for Boss As Chick.
And in amongst the likes are the haters.
What a pile of crap. Ain't seen you done on here, abuse innocent.
Wow.
Yeah, G, it's a harsh well done.
Yeah, man.
You don't need that negative stuff in your life. I'm all for criticism, it's fine. Like, we always want to get better and but haters go and hate. This is what gets me. That people have the time to go and like say a whole paragraph of how much they hate something. If you hated it that much, you wouldn't bother. Okay. Intense, eh? But sometimes we will get comments that are real like a knife. And the heart, and that's when you're like, you gotta be so strong to not even have to worry about it.
Kei te pakari haere rawa, the girls are learning to take the good with the bad.
That's what keeps me going when I see people enjoying it. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, that's right. You've got haters, but then you've got a whole other pool of people who love people that don't that we don't even know that love what we do. So that really makes me feel good. I'm like, yay! I'm glad I can make you happy and bring joy to your life. So.
Hoi anō, there's no time to worry about the trolls. The twins are back in the studio to work on their second single.
Right now we're just trying to figure out what our next single is. There is a lot of pressure to get the right single out, and at the right time. You don't want to leave it too long.
So the plan from Sony at this stage is a bit open-ended. We've got the 2 firm release singles that we've got to do with them. So one's obviously been Boss As Chick and that's done. The second one we're sort of working on now. And then after that is going to be an EP, but that is completely up to Sony's discretion and probably pending how the second track goes and how the music does. There's a lot riding on this second track.
Tāpiri ki tēnā, there's something else to add to the pressure. With Boss As Chick not performing as well as they'd hoped, the decision's been made to focus on building a fan base first in Aotearoa, and that means one thing.
So we've decided to move back to New Zealand, having to leave the home base for a little bit in Sydney because there's a lot more happening for us back at home. Now that we're with Sony, New Zealand, makes more sense for us to be over there, making things happen with them.
Vince and Abby tautoko their decision, but will continue to manage them long distance.
They're going back to New Zealand for a few months, sort of indefinitely, and they're getting quite a lot of opportunity over there. So it makes more sense for them to be there where they can kind of get some money.
We're always off to where the opportunities are. Right now, it's New Zealand.
But the real kicker is they're leaving tomorrow, so today is the last chance to finish their second single. If only they knew what that was.
Next track.
Yeah, the next single.
What are you guys thinking?
Vince and the twins have managed to narrow it down to 2 waiata, slay on the dance floor and hit the groove.
Oh, I like both of them.
Yeah.
Hit the groove and slay.
What do you like more about that one?
Which one? Hit the groove?
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's got that same feel as Boss's Chick. It's really like rah, so we can already visualize that.
Rah?
Rah.
I'll play the first part of the verse.
I think Slay's a little bit more experimental because there's got that poppy feel as well in it.
Bit of reggaeton in there too. So.
I'll just play a little bit here. Some BBs here.
Yeah, it's really, I guess, up to Sony, right?
Yes and no. I think it's up to you guys. I think ultimately you guys are the visionary for what you want to see. I think there's a bit of pressure from them, and I think they kind of feel it as well. They want to make sure that the second single is going to be the right one for them to kind of move forward.
Both waiata require work, but there's limited studio time before they leave Aopopo. Designers have been booked to produce cover art for the single in Auckland tomorrow morning, so the track has got to be finished.
So they need to know what the next single is, obviously, to create the artwork for it. So it's sort of double pressure.
I love both of them, but right now, yeah.
Right now you're feeling Slay?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
All right, cool.
Always
cool.
good, yeah.
The pressure is on Brooke to deliver a strong lead vocal for Slay. Kei te mura o te ahi.
I know her man is trying to play around. Look me up and down.
Cool, let's go again.
So you're right with that note we were practicing?
Oh, yeah, I was practicing too
Sorry?
high.
I know.
Yeah, I don't think you need to push it. Like, singing it like that is really good.
Okay. Oh, that's right, yeah.
E pou haere ana te wā. Brooke's vocals are having a serious impact on the schedule and her confidence.
Trying to take me.
Yeah, the first half was going good.
CG, that's good. You gotta just think and know where you're going.
Okay. Okay.
I know. Don't push too much, G.
Okay. Yeah, almost there. Whatever it is, when the music starts, you just need to try and let that go, because it's every time it starts, you start tightening up a little bit.
Okay. I know she tried her best. Well, sorry, I lost breath there. I didn't breathe properly.
Come out here.
Try and just like feel the music and the energy, and don't worry about the pitch so much.
Okay.
Because the pitch will either come or we can fix it. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Like as long as it feels, because you can fix pitch, you can't fix energy.
Vince goes back to basics to help Brooke nail the line.
I know her man is trying to play around. Look me up and down. Give it energy. I know she trying her best to take me down. Trying to take me down.
I feel like you're on stage and about to perform this and you're dancing to it, you know? I think right now you're just concentrating, you're thinking too much.
Microphone.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4.
I know her man is trying to play around. Look me up and down.
You're talking about a dude who's playing up. You would have been like,
of course. Put him in place.
I know
Yeah.
her then, you know, you're like, nah, I know.
Okay.
Try it, just try it and see.
Let's go.
I know. Oh, again, please. I know her man is trying to play around.
Do you believe in yourself?
Let's just try to sing it out.
You don't look like you.
Yep, okay.
I'm not sure. Oh, yes. Good.
I know she trying her best to take me down. Trying to take me down.
Yeah, it's still the same thing.
Should we just carry on, Vince? Maybe come back to her. Maybe she just needs a break with it.
Yeah.
Brooke, you need a break and you need to just think. Yeah.
I don't want to think about it.
What do you mean?
And there's a lot of work to do on it.
Now you know.
The Oneill twins are working on their follow-up to Boss As Chick. Not only is there pressure from label Sony, they're moving back to Aotearoa Apopo, and they've just had their last recording session with producer Vince. Brooke is so unhappy with her vocals, she's doubting their decision to go with Slay.
I want it perfect. We don't have time.
No, we use the old one.
I don't think I've done it once where I'm perfectly happy.
Yeah, because we're leaving tomorrow.
So that's why I'm thinking Hit the Groove it should never be an excuse, you know, because it's not, you know. My vocal should never be an excuse for a song to never be ready.
Yeah.
It's time that they have to keep putting in because I keep screwing up, you know? I'm the first thing you hear. Yeah. Delivery needs to be perfect. And it ain't. Right now.
Brooke now wants Hit the Groove, while Stas still prefers Slay.
And we leave tomorrow, so that's kind of
a bit of a stab.
It's a little bit of a nerve-wracking thing. We trust Vince fully, but the fact that we're not here
to
really, not even relaying, just having, you know, us being here is like, yep, and like, you know, for us to know, yeah, it's finished. You know, we've heard it, yay, great, we can leave and everything's gonna be fine.
Kua pau te wā. With no more studio time and a flight booked, they've got about 8 hours to make up their minds. It's been a huge year for Brooke and Stas in Sydney.
Packing time!
We've struggled a little bit over here in terms of survival things like transport and paying rent, things like that. So it's good to go home where it's a little bit easier.
They're about to jump on a wakaririrangi back to Aotearoa and move back in with Mum and Dad.
Dad asked a question about us moving back. Like, you know, I think he asked Mum, didn't want to ask us. He asked Mum, you know, like, is it kind of taking a step back? But Sony is our label, so it's like, okay, we're going back to something. We're not going back to square one.
This is a bit bittersweet for us because we're used to having them here and they've been here with us for pretty much this whole year. But I think it's a good thing at this stage.
Yeah.
The Mahanga have learned a lot in just 1 year.
In some ways I'm quite proud that we've developed them to a point where we can kind of let them go off on their own a little bit and you know, release them and see how they go without us.
So it'd be good to go home, make things a little bit easier for ourselves, see our family as well, of course. So many bags.
The girls have had a sleepless night at Maharahara ana, worrying about what track to release. But while they were sleeping, Vince was working.
Vince worked on it today and it's sounding really good.
He's touched it up real good today.
And it's helped them come to a decision.
That's the next one, Vince.
We're ready. We're ready for it.
Slay's the one that we want to release.
Their second track will be Slay on the Dance Floor.
Feeling a lot more confident with that decision. I think we were worrying about it a lot. We are perfectionists, and we have to, if it sounds good, accept it sounding good, instead of trying to like pick at what isn't good about it when there's nothing wrong with it.
I think that song is a really strong song for them, and I mean they haven't performed it yet, but I can see just from their rehearsing and all that they've really enjoyed like singing it, and you know, they're just really excited about that song.
And all that's left is to say inohora to their Sydney home and manager Abby.
I'm going to be sad to see them go. They live with us, they work with us, so we're pretty much in each other's faces all the time. But yeah, we all get on really well. I feel like we make a good team, so it will be sad to see them go.
We've gotta keep this dream
Okay. We will, promise.
All right, text me when you get there.
Okay, promise.
No.
Atonawa, the twins touched down in Aotearoa. But is it a step in the wrong direction?
Okay, well, are we moving backwards? Because we have come back to nothing.
The girls catch up with vocal coach and mentor Vina.
No, I'm serious. Yeah. You can't be like that. That's like, first of all, that's unprofessional. Shouting and stuff ain't gonna get you nowhere when it comes to you guys singing another set.
And it's their first real gig.
I woke up and it was raining.
It's really like quiet. Wow.
Will anyone show up?
Oh, no, I'm just in shock.
Ngā mihi nui kia irirangi te motu.